Hello, in this video I'll be demonstrating how to use the IRI Workbench to fine-tune an existing NER model and also demonstrate how to create a dataset in WNUT format for training. First off, I want to start by demonstrating how to create trained data, since you can fine-tune a model with that trained data that you create. So we'll go to this wizard option, NLP tasks. From here we have three different options. We can either create training data, do NER fine-tuning, or use OpenNLP model supervised training. OpenNLP won't be covered in this lesson because it's an older framework. These are more popular is NER with transformers. And to start off with, I'll show how to create some training data. So first we'll select our output folder, do ex1, select our model type. Now I'll select my model, which will be used for the tokenizer. So it's important when creating training data that you use a tokenizer that uses the same label types as whatever model that you plan on training with this soon-to-be generated training data set. So here we have some options for sentence detection and splitting. You can either just assume to split on punctuations like period, exclamation points, question marks, or you can use a AI model to do sentence segmentation. In this case, it supports different language types, but for most cases you can just do split on punctuation. So then we can add our files that we want to use to make a new data set in WNUT format. So I'm going to use that PDF extract file. Okay, so once you've selected your file or files, you can click Finish. And then in the console here, we can view the progress as it's creating the file. So right now it's created and it's writing to it currently. And this should take a few moments. The more files and the larger the files are, the longer it will take to create this training data set. So now that it says that it's finished, we can take a look. So as you can see, this WNUT format is a two-column file. The first column is words, one word on each line, and tab separated we then have the label. In this case, for this tokenizer, the O indicates other. We have some other more relevant ones here, like person. I don't see. You may have organization. You'd also have like location. To know sort of what labels you need to be working with. So here's my NER model that I passed in to create my trained data set. And if you look in, I think it's this config.json, yes, you can see here we have the ID2 label page, and this indicates the different labels that are in this tokenizer, and also what the model uses when it's doing classification. Okay. So next, now that we have some trained data, let's actually try to fine-tune a model here. So go back into NLP tasks, and we'll do NER transformer fine-tuning. Okay, so this time we will select PyTorch model. We'll select our model again. select our output folder. We're going to output the results. And we'll just select our trained data set. So I'll just go ahead and pass in the data set that I had created just moments ago. Okay, and then we'll select next. So if this was a larger file, you'd be going over these in chunks every 1,000 sentences. Generally it's recommended to fine-tune a model in smaller increments instead of fine-tuning with one large data set. You'd get better results that way. But to demonstrate how you can fine-tune this WNUT file, which would then be passed in to fine-tune the model, essentially we have these different words that have been labeled. And we want to review these, and if anything seems to be labeled incorrectly, we should unlabel it and then relabel it in the correct category. So let's find something that's been incorrectly labeled. Let's see if I guess we'll unlabel these. Unlabel. And that. Okay, so then I'll just label it back in again. Okay, so now that I've finished relabeling, I'll then hit complete. Then click finish. So now we can see in the console log it's going to start training the model with the newly fine-tuned data set. And it should, on the console log here, print out the progress as it goes. Now, of course, depending on the size of the data set you're working with, this could take quite a bit longer. Mine is fairly small, so it shouldn't take that long. Okay, so now that it's finished, it indicates that it successfully trained the model, and the output is here. Now this is the newly created model components. If you wanted to update your model with the newly fine-tuned model, you just would copy and paste these and replace the content in here with these three items. And for iterative fine-tuning, each time you'd fine-tune, you'd copy and paste the results back into the original model, and then do your training again on the model after it's been updated. And that is it on how to fine-tune a model and how to create some training data. Thank you.